Yeehaw! Hey everybody, it is time to hit the dusty trail. We're going to be working on a project called the Westward Expansion Video Vision Project. That's what it's called. It's the Westward Expansion Video Vision Project. And this is going to be a fun project. I want to walk you through it right now so you can get started on it. So here's the task. You're going to create a short film on one of the territories that were gained by the United States during Westward Expansion. Westward expansion was from the years 1800 to 1850. That's the time frame that we're working with, and we're creating a short film on one of the territories that was gained by the United States. The first step is to choose which topic you want to study. You've got a lot of choices on this project. You get to choose which topic you want to look at. So these are the 5 territories here that the United States acquired during Westward expansion. We've got Louisiana Territory, Florida, Texas, Oregon Country, and the Mexican territory. So that's your first step, is just which topic do you want to study? What sounds interesting to you? Step 2 is to do your research. You're going to go to the Google form. It's called Westward Expansion Questions. It's posted in the classroom assignment, and it looks like this. And you will go to that Google form, and first you're going to do your research. You're going to read the section on the topic you chose and answer the questions for your topic. Now, the link to the sections that you'll be reading is posted in this forum here, but it is also going to be linked in the Google Classroom assignment. So you'll see a folder that is called Reading Sections. You'll open that up, and you'll open up the file for the topic that you chose. Okay, so that's that's the next step there, is to do your research. Then decide whether you're working by yourself. You can do this project by yourself. It can be an individual project. Or if you want, you can work with a partner. Sure, you can choose who you want to work with. Or you can even work in a group of 3. Now, 3 is the max. Don't ask me for anything else. I'm not going beyond that. 3 is the max. Now, who could you work with? Well, you can work with any of the students who have Mr. Huggins as a teacher. So you can work with students in different hours during your day. You could work with students who are on the opposite days of the week. And you can even work with the distance learning students. Distance learning students, you're welcome to work with my blue and gold students as well. But if you're working with somebody else, you won't really have class time to work with them. You'll be doing this on your own time when you actually have an opportunity. Now, you will have 2 weekends here. You have this coming weekend, and you will have next weekend to actually still work on this assignment, as it will be due on Monday, November 16th. Monday, November 16th. Is when the video will be due. So if you want to work by yourself, great. That's probably the easiest as far as just figuring out when you're working and how you're doing this. You could work with a partner or in a group of 3. Step 4, read the script for your topic. Yes, I've provided a script for your video already. The scripts will look something like this. Here's the script for Florida. So read the script for your topic, and then decide on the characters that you'll be acting out or that your partners will be acting out. You'll then find some props, because you're going to try to make this just kind of a bit realistic, and then practice acting out your part. So in the script, you'll see, I'm going to read through the instructions on the script. It says, follow the narration below to create your video about Florida, for instance. Anytime you see it say action, that means the actors will move and act and speak as described. Anytime you see audience, that means you should have some sort of a sound bite, or maybe a group of people or somebody shouting out whatever is in italics here. This one is govern or get out. These are the locations you'll be using for this particular script: Florida, Georgia, and Washington, D.C. And these are the characters that you'll need. You'll need a Seminole Indian who's in Florida, an enslaved person who's in Georgia, President Monroe in Washington, D.C., General Jackson in Kentucky, and 2 presidential advisors and John Quincy Adams there in Washington, D.C. as well. And then there is the narration and the script. So you'll read the script for your topic, decide who's playing what part, find props, or at least a prop for each of those characters so we can tell who is who. It could even be a name tag if you want, honestly. And then you'll practice acting out your part. Step 5, record your video. Okay, use one of your recording devices. Record the video. Try your best to stick to the script. Okay, try your best to stick to the script. A small amount of ad-libbing would be okay. If you need to just kind of add in something, make it a little bit more modern, a little bit more entertaining, that's fine. but you still want to go through the stages of the script. Step 6 is combine your video clips into one video. Now, if you did the whole thing by yourself, that's kind of easy, right? You're using one device, you just take them all and use some sort of recording device, editing tool. If you are working with other people and you're not actually filming, or if you're filming with them on the same device, that's pretty easy as well. Just film it all on one device. If you are not able to be with those people when you're recording, it is possible to actually do kind of a distance video where you record your parts, somebody somewhere else records their parts, and then you share those video clips with each other through maybe Google Drive or emailing to each other or texting them to each other. And then somebody can kind of edit all of the videos together. So that is possible. I don't have all the tools for you to explain how to do that. You'll need to do some of that on your own, some of that research on your own. And you're pretty resourceful people. You should be able to figure that out. So combine your video clips into one video. Optional would be to use special effects, to include music, and maybe some other digital editing techniques. That stuff is all optional. All right, step 7. Watch your video. Yeah, watch it back. See what you think of it. Grin. Don't cringe, okay? You did the hard work. Now enjoy your video. Expect that other students might see your video. So as you're going through this, think about that other students might actually see your video. And then are there any final edits? Okay, step 8 is to submit your video in Flipgrid. That's where we'll be using this. You can actually create your videos ahead of time and then, or edit them and everything, and then you can upload the videos into Flipgrid. And you could also just record the whole thing in Flipgrid if you're comfortable with that. So that's step 8, is to submit. Also in step 8, when you're submitting in Flipgrid, make sure that your display name, as you see here, includes the names of all of the group members. If it's just you, great. If it's you with your partners, you can make sure you put those names on there. And then your title is the topic that you chose, okay, whichever topic or territory you decided to research. Okay, so that's the project, but I do have one other option. This is optional. If you're like, you know what, I just really, really hate acting in front of a camera, I really, really don't want to do it. Well, if you'd rather not act in front of the camera, okay, you can create a podcast of your project. That's audio only. But if you're going to use audio only, you can't just read the script to me. Boring. You will need to use some sound effects, different voices for each character, have a narrator explain when different characters are talking and what they would be doing. You need to have some narration. So that is a possibility also. If you don't want to do the acting part in front of the screen, you could record sort of an audio podcast of this. And I think that's a pretty good option for some of you, okay, if that's what you want to do. So this is the Westward Expansion Video Vision Project. If you need to go back and review this, all of these slides will be posted in Classroom also, so you can see each of the steps really clearly. Everything that you'll need will be posted in Classroom. So now here, the timeline. I'm introducing it today. It's Friday. You have Saturday and Sunday over the weekend. Next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all 5 of those days, this will be the assignment. This is what will be posted. You will just continue working on this. And then Saturday and Sunday, next weekend, you'll also have, as it will be due back on Monday, November 16th. You have until then to have this submitted, and it will be due in the morning on November 16th. Okay, so I'll have the time stamp on there, on the due date, telling you exactly what time it needs to be turned in by, but that's when it will be, is November 16th in the morning before school starts. Okay, enjoy this project. Feel free to message me if you've got any questions. I think that you'll have a good time with it. Show some of your creative side here as you're exploring westward expansion and as you're exploring the territories that the United States acquired and determining whether those are justifiable or not. All right, yeehaw!